1. We are live. Hi guys, welcome to our new episode of Product Ideation. Today we will be talking about a whole new approach on product ideation. So we have two approaches. The one in which we will be discussing more about getting into business verticals of the present companies, and the another is we will be discussing about what the present company should be doing in terms of gathering more consumer interaction. So the floor is open for Nihar. So which of the two things you want to start with?
I think we can start by listing down the we can start with the type of ideation where we kind of find out what the problems current companies are facing and then see what improvements we can make for those companies. So we can
Current companies are facing, right?
yes.
So that
So
would be many, right? Like you want to narrow
yeah,
down to anything.
we can write down what companies we want to focus on.
Okay, so
Yeah,
let's say I think let's start with Snapchat.
yeah.
Snapchat. Then you have any
And
other
then
company?
GoPro is one of them. GoPro is not doing well. Um, what would be the other one?
Airbnb.
Airbnb is successful, so their business is working. It's just that because of COVID, they are facing issues.
So how should they reorganize their whole business? Or how should they present their product now? Because their main product was tourism, and that's not happening for next 4 years. So how would you present on like pivoting themselves in this present market?
So do you want to go for something like that, or you can go for identify companies that are not working, whether or not there is COVID?
Okay, cool. So
So Snapchat and GoPro are those companies that are not working, even if there is no COVID.
so
So
Snapchat, GoPro, then
yeah. Uh, what else? So I don't know what. Let we can just research about those companies, right? So failing companies. Let me just write failing companies.
failing
Fail,
product-based companies.
okay, product based.
Let's get let's gather five and let's put a timer on it.
Okay,
So
two
we'll
six.
we'll give about 30 minutes of it on this thing, right? What
Okay,
say?
yeah, yeah, sounds good.
Cool.
Yep. Okay, so
So whenever we hit
so
five comp yeah,
another would be any company that was previously making watches. So
okay.
they have gone heavy losses in terms of smartwatch because of smartwatch market,
But
right? So
haven't they shifted to all smartwatches? Like I think Fossil has shifted to smartwatch.
yeah, Fossil has many of them have not, and even after they are shifting to smartwatches, they are not doing well. So
Okay.
like so even if Fossil has shifted, I don't think anyone is buying it for smartwatches. People
For
would go for
smartwatch based. Okay.
Apple Watch, or they would go for Samsung's Galaxy, whatever
Fitbit.
watch,
Fitbit.
or Fitbit, yeah. But no one is going for like those traditional watchmaking companies to buy uh, buy a smartwatch. I think most people are having trouble and trusting a non-tech company with a tech
Tech
product.
medal. Okay. So you want to add specific company or you want to add a watch as a whole?
Um, we can add specific companies. How about
Hublot?
yeah, Hublot is an expensive one. Like that is like even if it's a luxury product, we can go for something like Casio, right? Which is a normal company, which is
Casio watches, right? It is widespread.
yeah. What else do we have? Let me see.
What about
So
the Instagram's new feature, Reels?
Instagram, what?
News.
Reels? Oh, I haven't heard of it.
So you wanna like talk about like what about you wanna talk about competitor to a TikTok? Or how would you
Oh, oh yeah, you can mention TikTok as well. You can talk about TikTok.
no, but like if given a chance, right? How would you make your product that is a perfect competitor for a TikTok?
Yeah, yeah, we can discuss about that as well.
I
Do
think
you want to go? Do you want to discuss it now, or we can make the list first and then we can
let's
discuss
like we just missing out on one
one more, right?
yeah,
So yeah,
one more.
let's complete the list and then we can.
Okay.
Yeah. What else? Let's think of a hardware product, or like a physical product, then rather than a tech one.
Yeah,
So maybe something like I don't know. How about automobile? Like,
that's a huge product.
yeah, I know that's a big one.
Yeah.
Mm,
So maybe you can go for let's go for earphones. Everyone is shifting to wireless music.
yeah, yeah, that's true. But like
But
uh,
what company exactly, right?
yeah, what company is having issues with that? Um,
I think it's a natural progression, so no one has an issue with it. But I think the
yeah,
Bose is one of the is ahead of the
yeah.
race,
Let's
right?
talk about Bose. Yeah, let's
Why?
talk about. Yeah, Bose is nice. Bose is having lots of issues. We can
Okay.
talk about lots of products with Bose.
So
Okay.
let's start with Snapchat.
Yes. Let's start with that.
So what about let's
Let's
talk
look at.
about its market placing at present, right? With TikTok ban.
Yeah. Um. So I don't know. Like market placing is for Snapchat has always been this. It's I have always seen Snapchat as one of those companies that has which provides private conversations
Okay.
and a place where you can quickly share your those, what do you call it, user stories. I think that's what it was made for. Then Instagram brought in user stories as well. So now it that's not the differentiating feature anymore.
Yeah.
But Snapchat, the only feature that I find Snapchat useful for is the fact that they don't store messages or don't save messages, right?
Is that
But
that Snapchat doesn't store messages, but you can on Snapchat.
okay,
So it's again a user preference, right? But
yeah,
I
but
think one of the best feature what Snapchat does it brings out one of the best face filters it can,
right.
right? And also one of the another thing of Snapchat is it so I don't know like it forms a collection of stories like 5 or 10 second stories of places or things happening around the world in if
Mhm.
like if you go to sports in the if you want to have information about sports industry, you know, if you want to know about world politics or if there's a political rally happening in your city, then you know what's happening around it. So it
Yeah.
has one of that that I suppose it also not it's not polarized on your user preferences, right? So it
Mhm.
depends on the city, right? With Instagram, it happens is like the type of content you watch continuously, it polarizes it. So you don't get a fresh new content, right?
Okay.
Okay, so Snapchat has that thing,
I guess
and
that is a nice one as well.
uh,
Um, but I have always viewed Snapchat as one. Like I think it does not save messages is the only thing I cared about.
yeah.
uh, but
But
I don't know.
now, like how do you think uh,
How
what's
can they?
yeah? How do you think with the TikTok being banned in India and causing a ripple effect in America? What do you think a Snapchat should do next to, expand or magnify its market presence?
Um, so yeah, we can write down the first like market placing, or we can say like we can write those points down like product. I don't know how do you specify it? Product differentiator, like current product differentiator. So you talked about 2 points, right? You can just write those down. Current product differentiator. And then we can think about. So you were saying, how can Snapchat take advantage of the fact that TikTok is getting banned everywhere? uh, I think that's a good point. So I think it is a good point because Snapchat is the closest you can get to TikTok. Because Facebook doing it would be weird, Instagram doing it would be weird, but Snapchat doing it won't feel that weird because I've scrolled through Snapchat a couple of times, and if you go on the rightmost side of it, you have like all these, like you were saying, like all
Stories.
these stories and all different kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So one way you can do it is like an ability. So I think it already has this, right? An ability to um follow the content creators that you like, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. So I think
you-
that's everything. That's the same everywhere. But also the TikTok was a passive medium,
yeah,
passive app, right? So where you don't, particularly could do anything. It
yeah,
always suggested you. While in the Snapchat, you can always search for it,
right.
right?
So for yeah, so I think there can be like uh, instead of user stories, we can like Snapchat can do a lot. So I first thing I find very ugly about Snapchat is the UI, right? It's very annoying.
But
Like
we are talking about the product differentiators.
the current product differentiators you already written, right? You talked about two things. First was
Okay.
uh, the news
Face
one that,
filter.
and the other one was face filter. The other one was the news, or your ability to go through all these different ideas
Yeah.
specifically.
Unpolarized viewing.
Yeah, and the third one was the not saving feature. Or yeah, I mean, you can save, but it's like you can still delete those messages most of the time. But yeah, so there snap, I
No,
don't
I
know.
I'm let's see like how Snapchat can pivot itself so that
Yeah,
it can get the consumer base of TikTok.
yeah, I don't know, like I don't see. So one thing it can do is by having, so the fact that Snapchat is providing like control on what you want to watch, that is the reason that you cannot have something like TikTok. So if there is a way we can eliminate um choosing. So TikTok was more like, it was a very passive platform, right? You
Yeah.
just keep scrolling, it doesn't matter, right? So based on your interests, automatically, if there is a way that Snapchat would let you see different content, 5-minute videos or something like that. So yeah, I think that way you can definitely do it.
But
But
how do you like the interesting thing is how do you get the transition from a TikTok like how do you get the users of TikTok transition to Snapchat?
oh,
Though everyone would be like everyone on TikTok would surely be on Snapchat, but how the content creation in TikTok can be like easily transited to content creation for Snapchat. That is
oh,
something.
okay. So first thing that TikTok allows you to do is, I'm not sure if this Snapchat allows this or not, but allows you to go live, right? And that is how they make money. So any TikTok content creator, like
Yeah.
whenever they do live streaming, so it doesn't matter if you're making TikTok videos, you don't, most of the time you don't make money for that. You make money when you um so when someone views your live stream and you have advertisement on those live streams, right? So
Okay.
that is how you make money. So if there is a, so if Snapchat allows a way for you
Snapchat
to,
Live.
yeah, something like that. So where your every person, or every content creator that you follow, you can come and live have a, you can watch their live videos, right?
Okay.
um Second thing, with that live videos you need advertisers as well, right? So
So yeah,
um
that is again a monetization thing. So that can be figured out later. But how do you expect Snapchat to pivot exactly, just like a TikTok or be a better than TikTok?
okay, so I think, so Snapchat live is there. Second would be, I think, just most of it, I think it's the product, making the product like TikTok is not difficult. It's more like, it's more about marketing the product, right? So
Yeah.
I feel is the more difficult part. Um, so if there is a way for all the content creators or everyone who was on TikTok, or if you market your product, you can, or all the content creators, if you can market them to join Snapchat and start creating content on Snapchat, then automatically all the followers would kind of jump to Snapchat, right? But I don't know.
Okay.
But I think it's more about the marketing. Like it doesn't matter what, like creating the feature is not that difficult.
No,
Like
yeah, but the thing is like this TikTok allowed you to, add some video effects, add some like whatever effects you wanted in the thing, sync up some music, right? So you want exactly the same way what TikTok did in Snapchat, or you want to like remold it, or you want to get better version of it, or what would have TikTok planned for the next 5 years that Snapchat could do now to capitalize
okay.
it like that? Can you like you understand the question? What
Yep,
am I?
yep.
Okay.
I think what you said is the right. I personally haven't used Snapchat and TikTok, both of them that much, but I think video editing could be really helpful, like different ways to edit videos, right? So you can write that point down. I think that's a good point.
Okay.
Video editing. What else? Music enabling. You can add music that is already available,
Yeah.
like copyright free, because
I
lots.
think music integration would be a interesting thing, right?
Mhm.
What about you want to integrate two or three other musics?
What music?
Two or three different kind of musics, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah. And plus, you need, so music integration is a thing, but you also need to have free music available. So
So yeah, that's completely on the user, right? You can like
no, no, no.
it's
So if you want to use any music, there are copyright restrictions, right? So
okay.
what TikTok used to do was they used to have their own music album, so that they have licensed from the people who have made the music. So
Okay.
uh,
So yeah,
you and
that's
you and I can make a music and we can put it on TikTok for someone else to,
make
but
a video about it.
yeah, but if you want to use a music from Justin Bieber or something like that, you need to have the copyrights for those,
Okay, so
right?
that's something at the back end of it, right? So we don't need to worry about it at present. So like music integration, anything else?
Uh, uh, so music copyright is needed. I think you
Yeah, yeah,
need
yeah.
to, yeah. So and
That's
then
again on the business side of it and not on the product side of it.
yeah, okay. Oh no, no. In terms of product side of it, what I meant was, um, the user should have options to see different musics, right? Like they should have free music. Like if you go on YouTube right now, and if you want to add music for your videos, you can do that. There is free video music album that is made available by YouTube for content creators,
Oh,
right? So every content creator can have free music without any copyright issues. So that is one way you will attract content creators. So that is what I meant. Like,
okay,
uh, yeah. Because if you don't have free music or anything like that, if there are issues, people won't want to create content on your platform. That's all.
okay. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think this
This is
is
good enough, right?
yeah, yeah. Maybe one benefit with Snapchat would be that you have all these filters and you can add those filters on your
Two
videos.
again, yeah.
So, but that is part of
That is
probably
part of, yeah, but I think that gives an edge face filter integrations.
in video.
Yeah.
Yep. I guess yeah, and that wraps it up. If there are any ideas when we go to TikTok, we can write it down.
Okay. So let's go to GoPro.
Yes, GoPro.
GoPro, yeah. So
Current product
current
introduction was that they were this complete action
action, yeah,
action camera company where you can take the cameras anywhere, shoot 1080p videos,
yeah. So
and plus they had a lot of attachments for.
yeah, that was totally based on action thing, and it was the best thing was it was portable and
Yep. Yep.
They already focus on portability and quality only. They never focus on the pricing of it, right? So
Yep. Yep.
it was
So yeah.
always portable and reliable for quality,
Yep.
right?
Yep. And they had different attachments. I think that was also like there are
Yeah,
many companies that have come into the market yet, but they don't have attachments like to put it on
for
a head.
every action adventure,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. Yep. So yeah, I think that wraps it up for the
So,
most part. There are other
but
good.
what do you think now is gonna happen?
So I I don't know. So there hasn't been the reason why people are not wanting to buy GoPro, or the reason why GoPro is struggling is, so it has really good, all these video, what do you call it, processing, it video stabilization is really good, all of that is really nice, right? But the the thing with the, so if you bought a GoPro in I don't know, Hero 4 or Hero
Heroes,
5,
okay,
you don't need to get a Hero 6. That's the thing.
okay,
Like, it's like people don't want,
a
there is
newer
no,
version of GoPro.
yeah, it's like everyone is used to having the old version and they don't want to go for a new version. It's like, and that's why, because of that, the company is stagnant. And there is, and they've been doing all these videos as well, like telling content creators to create videos on their new camera and all of that. But still,
Catching
it's
up,
not, yeah. And plus, GoPro in general is struggling a lot with DJ Mavic, which is which is
a drone company.
as well, yeah. And so GoPro's drone market is also very, very bad.
Very bad. So you want to say newer version is not uh new enough for consumers?
Yeah, it's not worth purchasing. Yeah,
Okay,
new versions are not worth the upgrade, right?
okay.
So so I think GoPro is facing problems. So their Hero 6 product is successful, right? So
Yeah,
no issue with that. The issue that they're facing is mainly with, as a company as a whole,
but the
So
only thing is they have just one product successful, right? Like
yeah,
they have totally four products, right?
they have Hero 6. They have their own drones. They had these accessories, and there was this 360 camera as well. So Hero Black, Hero 6, and all of that. Yeah, and that's the 360 one, which helps you shoot a 360 video.
Okay,
Uh, and the Karma that you see down, that is
this one,
the
the
drone.
gimbal.
Yeah, and there's the gimbal. Yeah, and there's the
Yeah.
Karma.
So specifically, there are then just two products. One is a camera, one is a drone. So three products, and one another is a gimbal, right?
Yeah, three products. Yeah,
Three
and
products.
the max one is like the 360 camera. So yeah, but there are three products made
Oh,
differentiating.
okay. And only camera is the one successful, right? And also one version of the camera, not every
Yeah,
version of it.
that camera is successful, but again, people do not want to buy,
We are not upgrading it, right?
want to upgrade
So,
it.
so what do you think now GoPro should do? So
Um,
it is a classic example of the lean company, right? It has just like three verticals of a product, right? And each vertical has around two or three variants of it to
right,
be like generalizing it. So what should they do now? Because they hardly have a ten products inventory and only one of the product has been successful,
right.
right? So what are the steps now that GoPro should do, or like how should they elevate their sales, or how should they elevate their market?
Um, so we can talk about a specific product, or we can talk about a company. How do you want to go about it?
But let's talk about what GoPro should do.
Okay, so for GoPro, the first thing they can, so drones in future have a really big market,
Yeah,
right?
totally.
Compared to
Action cameras,
action cameras or anything in general, drones
the
are
future.
yeah, they are
Yeah,
they can be used for a lot of things. Like you can use them for fertilizer dispersion. You can do all kinds of laser shows with it. There are lots of people doing all kinds of things with drones, right?
Yeah, yeah, totally.
So since you already have a technology of drones, you should at least try to differentiate or get into different zones with it. Like probably make a laser, I don't know, laser kind of a drone, or make, I don't know, some sort of
So I
something,
think,
something that is fun,
okay.
but it is also, so you can use drones for 3D scanning or something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
but again, that would completely deviate from the
yeah,
ideology of
so,
GoPro. But I think one
yeah.
of the cool feature would be, whenever there is a drone image you can see, right? You see only one part of it, right? So if you're running behind, then the drone is only able to capture the backside of yours, and it gives you a long exposure shot, or maybe it flies them in front of you. But can you can you sync two drones at once? Right. And also make sure that the video you produce or is already stitched with GoPro. I think because even after recording six drones, if I need to go into my video editing software and record everything with every different angle, right? Then that kills the whole purpose.
Okay, so maybe if you have an artificial intelligence that can do it for
Yes.
you,
So
that would be a good to have. Yes.
I think because like it's been in the action, or like, it's been in the like same field, because images and image optimization it does already, right? It
Mhm.
also does I think it also does an HDR image optimization, right?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So
Everything.
I think GoPro should exactly like help in like stitching out, or maybe syncing two cameras exactly by one user and then stitching out the whole image or video for them.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I think that would be a good addition. Even over here, you can add music to it and all of that.
Yeah, so like that's again new thing of adding music. But the video which I wanted from the two angles is already available to me,
Yeah,
stitched.
something like what Google Photos does, that creates a slideshow for you at the end of every month or every
Yeah.
something like that, right?
So I think sync of products.
I think one thing that would be really interesting or would be really nice to have is if the drone itself is modular or is an attachment. So you can attach your Hero 6 to the drone and you don't have to buy the drone itself with the camera, right? So you can,
But
because
yeah, that's again the problem with that is the functionality is kind of very different, right? Because the drone is designed in a different way. With Hero 6 is designed in a different way. So when you combine them, there is some stability issues. I think that's the
I
problem.
think no, I think since Hero 6 has a much better stability, I would think
No,
that
no, the drone stability.
so drone is so the way I was thinking was, let's say you're cycling and all, right?
Okay.
And you want your, I was thinking more in terms of a drone can follow you no matter what you're doing, right?
Okay, yeah.
So if you're jumping around, you're cycling, you're doing anything, right? It is able to detect the person that is, and it follows you behind you, right? It follows behind you. So if it is so if you're cycling down a mountain, you don't have to actually control the drone manually. It will automatically follow you
Follows
through,
you, yeah.
or depending on how you want it to happen. Like if you want it to be in front of you while you're cycling, you can do that as well. So you can do all those kind of things if you have that feature.
So you maybe like just decide the path of your, like, so it follows you around the way you want, right?
Yeah, yeah. Or maybe you can have like a small attachment that is attached to your, like it could be like a necklace or a ring, or it could be anything that knows where your position is, and it follows you accordingly, right?
Okay,
So
so how do you want to frame it?
how
How do you want to frame it?
um I think that, there are follow through cameras, right? So that
Yeah.
that follow you, like there are robotic cameras as well. Like if you tell that camera specifically to do something, it actually does or moves in that angle or something like that. So you can write it like follow through drone follow through feature in a drone or something like that. Wherever you go, it follows you. You know. And I think there is already a drone which is able to recognize your hand gestures. So if
Yeah,
you do
that's
like,
DJI.
yeah, so something like, but you want that feature in
Yeah,
like
again,
an
like if it's
active
a
manner.
competition, everyone would have like another something else than the drone or
Mm, I think that is
yeah.
about.
I think uh like none of the two products. I don't think any of the company has sync of two products, two cameras,
Hmm.
right?
Yep.
I think if they are able to do it right, so then there is a centralized version of image collection, and so the AI is easier to apply
Yeah,
for
that's true.
collaborating.
That's true.
So okay, so moving on with the third one, Casio watches.
This is my favorite one, I guess,
But I don't
because
think you can do anything much in this. But let's try it. We are also running out of time, so
yeah, let's finish it off, wrap it off
yeah.
quickly.
Oh, we just have 6 minutes.
Okay. Um. So
So current,
product differentiator was that. Well, I don't know. What was the current product differentiator?
I think
uh,
it exists. It's extinct, right?
they have a lot of variety. That is
Yes.
the differentiator. Like you get any kind of. Uh, I mean, even if you have those straps and all, that's not good enough. You need like Casio has a lot of variety of different watches, right? So that is one of the differentiators. Um,
So variety.
or it is more rugged. You can write rugged. Like nothing happens to them if you, I don't know, throw it from 5 foot building or something like that. They're rugged means
I
you
think
don't have to charge.
reliability is a good thing,
Yep, you
right?
don't have to charge. So reliability, yeah. One of the issues that I face with smartwatches is that I don't like charging them, which is super annoying because they discharge every 2 or 3 days.
Every two
One or
three days.
which is super annoying.
But again, if Casio makes a smartwatch, then the charging would remain the same.
I wasn't thinking about more like Casio making a smartwatch. I was thinking about
How should it place itself again with analogs?
yeah, but with something that is
Distinctive.
yeah, and it is more in terms of it has all the features of a smartwatch, but it's not exactly like that a tech product. Like you don't need a screen and all of that, right? So it's something like that. So for example, so you
Okay.
need a heart monitor, for example, right? You need something that measures. So every feature that a Fitbit has, right? What are
Yeah.
those features? So you have heart
Heart.
monitor.
Yeah.
Uh,
Distance
uh,
monitors and everything. Yeah.
yep, all of that. But so the good thing with Fitbit is that it doesn't it if you charge it once, it can last you for 7 to 14 days, which
Okay.
is right. So something like that, but you want to integrate it with a Casio watch because Casio watch is already very rugged, as we have talked about, right? So
Okay.
nothing them. Uh, uh,
So you wanna like infuse the digital tech with the old
yeah,
version,
but
right?
not everything. Like you don't need a digital screen. That is like the most irrelevant thing that you need in a watch, right?
But
It's
how do you see your digital? How do you see your BPMs? How do you see your distance? How do you answer the call? How do you see your
you have an
track?
app for that. So yeah, so that's the thing. Like, do you actually need a watch to answer your call,
Yeah,
right?
like usually in a meeting, it helps.
Um, I
You
like
can you can
how
easily you can easily know you can easily know who is calling. If it's important, you can go ahead and call. You don't need to check your phone. That's the basic thing why watches like why I was there.
how
Also, it helps in maintaining the health record.
so health record is something you can still have, right? You can have that transferred to your phone.
Yeah, so
Um,
no, the thing with Apple is it continuously monitors it has set its standards and it continuously monitors your health with that standard. And if anything is like
you can still have all of that. You can have all of those features.
I
Like
think
monitoring like getting a heart rate is not that difficult. It's like just one sensor that measures your heart rate. It's not that difficult.
But
You can still.
so is every sensor that counts, right? So when you are when you going hiking, that screen helps you showing the way, not the phone, right? So when you are even also
So,
like
so, so the way I visualize it is, if most so since so the problem with the biggest problem that I have with smartwatches is the screen, right? It is the screen that is, uh,
easily broken.
it is damageable. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Second is it takes a lot of your charging.
Yeah, but
Okay.
like that's
So
something irreplaceable. You can't do about much about it, right?
you can so for example, like most of the things like related to uh who's calling or everything like that, you can, if most like with the wireless earbuds and everything, most of those can be handled by like an AI or something. Like you can have Siri automate, you tell who is calling you, etc., etc. You just need one earbud in your ear. Or it can also guide you to whatever location or whatever path you have to take. So if you have like an earbud in your phone, in your ears, it can tell you take a right, take a left, moving forward, etc., etc., right? So like, um maybe if so, how about having something like, uh
We're running out of time, bro. We just have two more.
okay,
I think cashew is not at present one of the things to be talked about
okay.
because of its product diversity, right? It's not much into watch, right?
It is, I think, like I was mainly thinking of the watches in general. What other products does Casio have?
Cashew has every electronic product, right? From ceiling watch to like musical instruments to like calculators and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah. So let's talk about. You want to talk about TikTok or you want to go to Bose?
we can go to Bose.
Yeah.
TikTok, I think we've talked enough about
Yeah,
TikTok.
we talked in Snapchat. So
Yeah, go to Bose.
what about Bose? Current.
Current products, yeah, they have one wireless earbud, which is not something that people want. It is. So the good thing about Bose is the sound quality. They have the best sound quality for no matter what you do, no matter what product you buy. They will guarantee you the best sound quality. That I personally feel is the
The
biggest
only thing, right?
yeah, that is the biggest differentiator of a Bose product, which is the sound quality. I think none of the company can match what Bose is able to produce in sound quality.
Yeah, along with the sound, it's also affordable in that range, right?
Yep,
Right.
yep. Yeah, it is. It is definitely in the high end market. I wouldn't say it's affordable as
Bo-
affordable, but it is definitely worth the price for
so
the money.
if you talk about Bose, right? So there is only one competitor that comes to Bose is Beats.
And Sennheiser,
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 but Sennheiser again is what?
Bang& and Olufsen, Sennheiser,
But yeah,
Beat.
then Harsons is also there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, the Bose is one of the most affordables in that whole range and reliable along with the quality.
Mm, I think it is almost very close in the price range. I mean, $50 is probably like so Bose wireless earbuds are $200
Yeah.
and Beats are 250, right? So
No, Beats are somewhere around 270 and the Beats Studio
I
3 at
checked. No,
350.
no, I'm talking about wireless earbuds, like the
Yeah,
ones
Beats
in your ear.
Beats the present one Beats wireless, the one with the neck around thing are again somewhere around 300.
No, no, that's 250. I was about to
Okay,
buy.
cool.
Definitely 250 for now. But um, yeah. So sound quality is the affordability. Yeah, definitely. I think it is one of the ones in the mid range when it comes to price. Mid range. Yeah,
Okay,
that's.
so but I think one of the way where Bose is ahead is its glasses,
Oh yeah, definitely. Um,
eyeglasses, sound glasses, I mean.
yeah, but again, like I don't think it's a successful product. Like no one is using them. You know.
Yeah, because the thing is they are very much ahead of the curve. It's just like a
Yes,
classic example of an AirPod.
yes, and no, because people have tried of making glasses. Like Google tried making Google glasses.
No,
It's just that
no, no,
people.
no, no. The Google Glass and the Bose Glass are very much different. The Bose Glass is only specific about the sound, and it makes sure that the sound is the sound transmission is done by the bones, right? And with the Google Glass, it's just like you don't need to touch your phones, or you can
Yep,
interact with the virtual world along with the real world. With the Bose,
yep.
doesn't have that problem.
Yeah, but then the thing is, uh, it's not ahead of the curve or anything. I would say it is more like I don't want it, right? So
Yes, because you haven't like you are not exposed to the use of it, right? Just like if you see like AirPods when it was first introduced, no one wanted it.
I think everyone wanted AirPods. But coming back to Bose, so why would you want to wear glasses to listen? Like that, what's the utility of it? That's the thing.
It is
Like one utility that I do find is that you don't have like if I'm working very long hours and I'm looking at the screen for a long time, right? I can just wear those glasses and I don't have to worry about all the
flickering.
radiation, all
Yeah,
the UV light going in my
eyes.
blue light going in my face, right?
Okay.
So that is that, but then that is not integrated into their product feature. That's the problem.
Yeah. But the thing is, you don't need. So when you're vacationing, you don't need to have your earphones and sunglasses. Very much different. So everything is in one.
But see, that is very restricted, right? Like it's like you just want that product for one. Like how many days are you gonna go for a trip? Like 15 days. For those 15 days, you're gonna buy a product like of 250 bucks, 300 bucks. That's
Yes,
the
it's just like I feel it's very much more ahead of the curve. 5 years down the line, everyone would be using that.
Oh, def. I think I don't think Bose is ahead of the curve. Apple has a product that they have patented, where so they have patented for Apple Glass, which is their own glasses that they're going to make, but it is going to have everything. So it is going to have an AI
Yeah,
frame. It is also going to have the bone conduction that Bose uses. So bone conduction is basically it is used by deaf people to hear
music, ear
hear
vibrations.
sounds or anything like that. Yeah, so it has all of those features integrated, right? But I don't. So the current Bose, I definitely think there would be an eyeglass market, but I don't think the current version of the Bose product
Yeah,
is futuristic enough or like something that people would want. You know?
let's wait for 5 years then.
Yeah,
You don't
but that
have.
would be after a lot of improvements. Yes, that's true.
Okay,
But
so
yeah, Bose is a company. What are the problems, right?
yeah,
Uh, So problems are the design. First, that is the biggest problem that everyone has. Like as I said, even right now, like it does not have everything that I want. It's just one thing that I want, and that's not good enough. You need to have more. One thing do a lot of other things as well.
design in products or anything specific.
So there is this wireless earbuds, which are really like you can go to the website. You can go to the website quickly if you want, but it is really it hangs out of your ear and it's really bulky compared to
Yeah,
what
it's very bulky.
yeah it is very bulky compared to what other companies are producing. Second problem with Bose is that they take a lot of time for their products to come into market. Like I don't the last so Google came out with a wireless earbud, and Bose has a with wire earbud still, that is sound noise canceling, right? So if you can there is like one of just one earbud that is noise canceling, which is still
Uh,
some very weird. And Apple came with a product of AirPods which is wireless and still it is you know noise canceling. That's the problem. So yeah, you can see this free wireless
yeah.
headphones. Yeah, these are really dangly. You can scroll down. uh,
Again,
okay.
this is $200.
Yeah,
This is 300,
yeah, and I bought Apple AirPods for like
120,
with noise
250.
canceling the ear
Okay,
AirPods
yeah,
are
200.
Yeah, 200, 250, which
250,
is,
yeah.
yeah, and
Good
they
deal.
are selling the wireless headphones for $200 without anything in there, and plus with a very bad design. So yeah, they take a lot of time to come with a new product when everyone is so much ahead of the curve.
So designing products and
Time to market, I guess.
too much time to market, right?
Yep.
So
How do you how do you tackle those problems?
yeah, because that's again in the like is in the business model of theirs. So maybe
In the
they're
business
like
model,
they
we can specifically focus on a product then, like the wireless earbud itself. So the way you can improve wireless earbuds is decreasing the size of it, first of all, right? Reducing the weight.
reducing the weight, yeah.
Second is noise canceling feature is becoming important more and more with time. Everyone wants noise canceling, so that is something you need to have in a wireless earbud as well.
Yeah,
Uh, Second, what is the last one? I would say. Uh, so we talked about size. We talked about noise canceling. Um, yeah, I guess those are the two important ones. Yeah.
size reduction.
Yep.
Cool.
And with size, of course, your weight also will be reduced. But yes, and yeah, I think they have really low battery capacity as well. So you can write that down as well. Like I think Jaybirds is one of the ones that is producing sports wear earbuds, and they
Yeah,
have 20 hours of battery total, which is impressive, pretty
yeah.
impressive.
Okay. So moving forward, so talked about four companies and for the problems they're facing. Now let's talk about making a whole new business verticals after a break.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe you can. Okay.
So let's talk about developing business vertical. Okay. So let's talk about developing a business vertical. So let's take five companies on which we want to develop a new business vertical for it. I think
Mm,
let's start with Snapchat.
oh, okay.
Okay, it's a it's an app-based company. Let's see how what kind of product we come up with for a new business vertical. Yeah, let's talk about Patel Brothers.
Okay.
Your turn.
Uh,
Come on, let's time this one because we're not timing it every time. Say, you have any companies, or you just want to talk about two companies then? Let's talk about two companies so we can give equal weightage to it.
um, and let's go for some. I think we can talk about GoPro as well.
But we already did it, right?
Like talking about business vertical.
Yeah. So you talked about like making a follow through drones or maybe like creating. connecting all their products at once, and also what we
Yeah,
call as.
that's not business vertical. That's a
No, no,
product.
but like we talked about the product features. Like I'm in terms of Snapchat, I'm thinking like Snapchat started with the spectacles, snap specs.
You can do those kind of things with GoPro as well, right? That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
So you want to talk about GoPro then?
Yeah, I think you can do a lot of other things, or we can talk about DJI Mavic. Anything that involves drones, right? You can do a lot of things with drones. So where exactly can they?
You want to put in
Uh,
drones? Well, let's
yeah,
go
you can.
company specific and how can it go, right? So like you want to go for GoPro? Like, we talked about GoPro. Let's go for DJI.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else?
Um, let me. I don't know. McDonald's. Let's see what we can come up with. I don't know. Or
I think they are very much.
I want something that is out of technology, and
Yeah,
I want something of maybe I don't know, agricultural, or let's talk about iRobot. Let's talk about iRobot.
iRobot is technological.
Yeah, yeah. Remove DJ. We can talk about iRobot. We can talk about iRobot. I think that would be fun.
That's
Um,
good enough, right?
yep.
Okay. So let's talk about Snapchat. So we are just doing this to maximize the customer interactions, right? So like we have more and more of customers for Snapchat. So what should we do? Like let their last physical product was Snapchat specs.
I haven't even heard of those.
Okay, the Snapchat specs was how Snapchat adds stories, right? So
Yeah.
thing is when you sync it with your phone, so you just blink once, right? Your story starts, you blink another time, your story is end and it's automatically uploaded on your phone. So there's a tiny cameras on the both sides of the frame.
Okay.
Is either on both side or is one is camera and one is a mic or speak mic, and that's
Okay.
how it works. So they already tried that, but what should Snapchat do next?
Didn't it fail? I just want to know
Yeah,
it failed.
yeah, they failed.
Did it
Yeah, they
fail?
failed. But I think many of the DJs and many of the event managers are still using it
I
because
think it's a failed product. I think it's very annoying for people to block their vision.
no,
Uh,
no, yeah, you can completely see through it. It's just that the
yes,
snap,
but it's like if anyone tells you to wear specs, you wouldn't wear it just because you have to wear it, right? Like I used to wear specs because I had numbers, or I wasn't able to see.
yeah,
Like if I didn't have those numbers, I probably wouldn't wear specs just to wear them. You know,
yeah, but
it's an intrusion. It's not something that people want to wear just
so
for.
so the whole idea of getting the specs was you don't need to get your phone out every time you want a story,
Oh
right?
no,
So
I understand that. I
yeah,
understand the vision of it, but yeah,
but it didn't work perfectly fine with them. Totally agreed it. And they weren't able to like crack the code, or maybe they were too ahead when people actually weren't even thinking of it,
Mm.
right? So what should they do now?
Improve the way you can upload your stories.
Yeah, so like
Yeah,
what? What or how? Or like
that's a tricky one. How can you improve the way people upload their stories? Huh? That's
button cams?
button cams is easy. Yeah, that is non-intrusive. But I don't think we have a technology that far ahead, do we? Or maybe you can connect your Snapchat with those
Button
GoPros
cams,
you were
yeah.
talking about.
I think if you connect your Snapchat with the button cams, you can like whenever you want to record a story, you can just like pinch a button or something like that.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think.
Hmm?
I really think button cams would be something very difficult to market. Like, what if you wear a different shirt every day? What do you do with that?
But the button cam would be portable thing, right? It's not like
Yeah, I know. I understand what you're saying, but
hmm.
yeah.
So like pinch to start and stop. Totally.
Yeah, it's okay. Like you can. So the problem with Snapchat is that they don't have the technology to support all of these things, right?
No,
Like if
but you I don't think you need that.
I really think you need that because like if Apple was doing this something like this, I would it would make sense to me, right? Like if Apple is doing so because like as I said, like when Apple is going to make eyeglasses, I can understand that Apple is making eyeglasses, right? Snapchat, I don't see them.
The thing with the Snapchat is very much more agile, right? So it can surprise you at each and every product they launch. With the Apple, this thing you're always Apple is more of reliability with over the years tradition and innovation, right? So you always like want Apple to like succeed. You don't never want Apple product to fail.
Um, so like Facebook making Oculus is something I was okay with, right? Like I was able to understand because they made a completely new company. It wasn't something related to Facebook as a product. That is the thing. Like if you're making button cams, it shouldn't be related to Snapchat as such. It should be like if you're going into some a completely different domain, it shouldn't be related to I don't know, like it shouldn't be related to, for example, if Snapchat introduces a dating feature, that makes sense, right? Because it is part of the Snapchat brand. But if they are making button cams, it's not part of the Snapchat brand. They have to come up with a new brand itself. So if you're talking about something like that, then yeah, you can do all kinds of things if you want to do,
So
like.
so you suggest that Snapchat should come up with a matchmaking thing?
I mean, it would make sense if they want to. Yeah, it's okay.
You know,
Yeah,
the last stream which we did, we actually went with Amazon starting a matchmaking services.
okay, but Amazon is in retail again. That is a bit
The
different.
Amazon has one of the best database for you to matchmake.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing that Snapchat has is that it knows what kind of content you like, right? So content is
Nah, I think Amazon knows what kind of content you like, not Snapchat.
Amazon knows what kind of movies you like. That's
Yeah,
it.
so like movies, videos, what kind of things you shop, what kind of things you buy on a Mother's Day, what kind of things you buy on a Father's Day, what kind of things you buy on an Independence Day.
Yeah. No, but that is so the kind of content I mean, like if you know on a daily basis what you're watching on YouTube, like Google is like.
Far ahead.
Yeah, it's like like so like I was thinking more in terms of like the TikTok feature that you were thinking of adding to Snapchat. So
Yeah,
let's say if you have a TikTok feature, right?
okay.
You know what kind of videos people are watching. So if you're watching, I don't know what kind of dance videos, and there is someone else who is watching dance videos, that means that that person is, both
Interested
of
in
them
that.
are interested in dancing, right?
But don't you think that that would kill the purpose of Snapchat?
um
Snapchat was the thing was it like whatever you do or however your day was 24 hours, it vanishes or it goes, right? So you don't carry that same day forward, right?
Yeah,
Or
and
no one
Snapchat
gets a
can bring in like, it's like they can definitely bring in like a separate tab for it, right? So your messages and that everything remains separate,
but
but then you
again
have,
that wouldn't that kill the whole purpose of what Snapchat started for? That's my question.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because
Like
Snapchat was all about living one day at a time.
living
Whatever
what?
you one day at a time. So whatever you do in the last 24 hours, it wipes off. You start again, right? So if one of your friends knows about what you did last night, that's it, right? He or she can't tell to every other person, and then he and that the other person can see because the 24 hours is a limit. So
Yeah,
I think
I
that.
think that will still live on with the
So
uh,
how would you like exactly match? How would you exactly go ahead with matchmaking thing then?
so I think the stories feature would still give you the option of
24 hours or
yeah, yeah. And
okay.
messaging also, you can have like and I think Snapchat also allows you to choose your own username, so you'll still remain anonymous, right? uh
I don't think matchmaking is something because matchmaking requires data.
yeah, and
Snapchat won't
I
allow that.
so I was thinking more in terms of like, if you have a content platform, like if you can uh if you know what your users are watching, you can definitely do it, right?
I
So
think TikTok would be a better matchmaking thing because everyone like the TikTok as a parent would know
yeah, yeah,
what is the
yeah, but
best
if you
match.
have like a like feature or something like that, you can definitely know what kind of content people are liking, right? And then you can definitely have like a matchmaking stuff. Yeah, and you can build in TikTok feature into Snapchat as well, right? As we discussed, so it shouldn't
Yeah.
be a problem
So you
if you
think
want.
matchmaking?
Yeah, I think it's okay with, if you go for matchmaking with Snapchat.
Anything else?
I don't know. I personally don't like Snapchat, and I find the company completely going to garbage. But
I
but
don't think
let's
it's going to.
huh?
I don't think it's going to garbage, right? It is one of the best company now because it has the potential to reach what TikTok reached or Musically
Yeah,
or
I mean,
every
I
other.
don't think I don't think the management is good enough to pick that up though. Uh,
Because
they
the idealism is like the whole life should like 24 hours is your life. That's what they portray and that's what they want.
but you cannot keep sticking to that idea. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to diversify, you cannot just stick to one
But
idea.
that is their principle.
Okay, then if you want to diversify, make a new product, right? Come
Yeah,
up with something different.
yeah,
But
like but just like button cams.
you have to rebrand it. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not going to work with Snapchat as such. Like, your company is not going to grow it increase in revenue, because it's like you're sticking to one particular feature. That's the problem. You need to be agile and try to bring in new features, even if it's breaking away from what you already had. So
Okay,
that's what I'm thinking.
okay.
But
So let's keep it here only for that.
okay, let's talk about Patel brothers.
Let's talk about Patel Brothers. It's kind of strange.
What, Patel brothers?
Yeah, we're talking about Patel Brothers as a product or as a service. So how do you think Patel Brothers should create a revenue now?
Um, Patel brothers creating a revenue. Huh? Instacart. They are not still there on Instacart, and I find that super annoying.
Yeah, but like that is something easy that can be easily cracked, right? So you don't need Instacart ideation thing, right? That is something very easy to figure out. But how do you suggest that Patel Brothers should, or what are the next steps that Patel Brothers should do to, um, get more business or get more consumer spending?
I mean, it's a retail space. What can you do? Like, you can have your own website. You can start delivery. What else can you do? That's the thing.
Yes,
Like,
that's what we are here to ideate. What else
it's
can you do?
so the way I'm thinking of ideation, it is like it should still, like, their main stuff should still be there, but you should build on top of it even more features,
Yeah,
right?
that's what like. But
So
what do you suggest that Patel Brothers should do? That's what I'm interested. One of the things what I suggest is, but they should start their own prepped meals company.
yeah, that's nice. Yeah, they can start their prep milk. That's a nice idea. Yep.
Mhm.
But I think they already, like, there are certain Patel Brothers stores where you can go and buy fresh roti, or you can buy fresh
Yeah,
meals.
but that's again a like I'm talking about prepped meals is like when you go there and like just like
I'm
they have
talking
that
about frozen meals, like something like that, like ready-made meals that you have.
no, but not that like frozen thing. Just like we have the normal deli shop that stays for like 2 or 3 days, like that kind of prepped meals, and not like completely frozen because that again kills the whole idea of prepped meal things. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So like what else can you think of Patel Media like integrating into?
Like if you say like if you want prep meals, you can definitely then start bringing in all kinds of things, right? Like Walmart is having their own, every little thing Walmart has its own company that makes it for, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, totally. So like, what do
so
you
Patel
think
Brothers
Patel
can
Brothers
start
should?
making their own branded stuff for Indian products as well, like if they want.
But what should be their first thing? Like one of them is a prep mill. So like, what should like Walmart? Walmart has in fact everything, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. uh,
Like, what do you suggest of Patel
Something,
Brothers?
I think everything that is Indian, right? So Patel Brothers is everything Indian. So we can
Yeah,
start with something like, I don't know. What is the most selling what do you think is the most selling product at Patel Brothers that is Indian? What do you think that would be?
groceries,
Okay.
groceries and rotis, Indian
Let's
breads.
Yeah, but groceries is again a lot of stuff. What
Yeah,
else can could be?
Indian rotis. But that's what I'm telling you. Like Patel Brothers is already into groceries and Indian rotis. What else can it add to their like whole inventory as a whole new thing, or like branch it out? Just like to be very like to give an example, like Amazon started as a book delivery company, right? Then it integrated all the products, but it remained under the same umbrella. Then it started the whole new version or whole new vertical of Amazon Web Services, right? And then maybe integrated and got the other customers. So what should Patel Brothers do now? Right? I totally get with the groceries things and with the Indian bread things and maybe frozen
You
food
can you
and
can definitely write that down though, but you can
what.
write down like um own manufacture or personally branded products, right? You can
But
just write that
like
down.
what product? That's what I'm interested in. Like if it's
It's
into,
that you have to look at the data that they have, right? Like
but
if
if
what if specific groceries are selling more, but it's like you can start with one of them and keep moving forward. We can talk about other kinds of things that you can do, like you can have a Patel Brother, you can add Patel Brother, you can have like a restaurant that is Indian restaurant that they have, right? Or you can have so like I think Walmart has Starbucks and everything nowadays in built into where people can
exactly,
have
yeah,
coffee. Yeah,
yeah,
so you can have some sort of Indian snacks involved in their experience
Indian
of
house
in-house,
snacks.
yeah, snacks or something like that, that people can buy while they are roaming the stores or something like that. But when it comes to gross, like building their own, I was thinking more of like you can start building your own products, right?
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
can.
that's complete. Like Patel brother does as Swad, right? Swad and Deep. So
Okay, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
that's
so we don't like we don't need to suggest them that.
cool,
But
cool.
what can we
Yeah,
suggest
that
them?
is completely different diversification. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. uh what else can you do? You can start, I think they already might be doing it though, but uh, they can start with Indian festival clothings or festival based items.
seasonal items.
Yeah, like especially like in terms of like in Gujarat we have like this Garba
Yeah,
festival.
Indian seasonal clothings, or you want to go for accessories? Clothing is
Accessories, all
difficult.
clothing. Yeah, accessories, all clothing. Food items, I think they already have, right?
Yeah,
Don't they do mithai and everything? Or but maybe they can diversify into clothing and what else do we have for
accessories.
accessories? Yeah, yeah. Anything seasonal that is Indian accessories that they like, you know.
Okay.
Um, what else? I think most of it is of us. It's more about colors and all for India. Yeah, for Indian audience. Like we want colorful stuff.
Yeah.
Prepped meal, in-house snacks. What
Seasonal
else?
clothing and accessories.
Yeah, what else can you give? Uh, um, I think that's it. That's that. I mean, that's a good starting point. Of course, they need to integrate technology and all of that. They are
Yeah,
very,
but again, yeah, this
but yeah, that's a different thing. Yeah. Uh, maybe they can open their small retail outlets,
Like what retail outlets? What
like
ex
like uh for example, like small retail, completely small retail outlets like Target or something like that, right? Which is in city, which is not like the problem with Patel
But
Brothers is most at
yeah,
outskirts.
because like
Yeah, it's cheap. I understand it's
yeah,
cheap, but they can have
yeah.
uh
The thing with Patel brother is that all the family members, right? The family usually stay out of the town or in the nearby suburbs, so that's what they target. They don't target in how in the town.
yes, yes, and it is about and since that's because mainly we are talking about diversification,
Yeah,
like they can expand into coming into the main markets,
yeah.
but with a small scale. So you have like, I don't know, like something like Stop and Shop, which is very small, and you still have you charge, of course, you charge much higher prices than what you get outside. But the people, but people don't
Convenience
have
is
to
a
go out.
cost. Convenience is a
Yeah,
price.
yeah, yeah. But people, I would personally pay for a high priced convenience Indian convenience store if I have to, if I have one. That's what I mean.
Near downtown.
Yeah, near downtown, yeah. Or maybe they can start supplying the existing stores like Target or Walmart or something like that. Maybe tie up with them to supply them the Indian
Yeah,
groceries. And,
supplying to small retail stores.
yeah, so that we can find it wherever we want. But yeah, supply to small retail stores or open your own small retail stores, whatever works for you guys.
Yeah. Let's talk about iRobot.
iRobot, okay, a cleaning product.
Yeah. So
Um,
let's see what are the iRobot's products.
yeah, iRobot has a Roomba which is used for vacuum cleaning, uh, and mopping. Yes, they have two of them.
Okay. So let's get into products. Okay. So they have vacuums, mops.
Mhm.
What are coding robots?
Coding robots are robots for you to learn how to code a robot. So it's like a training educational product for students to learn and all of that. So you can
Okay.
code your own robot to behave how you want to be, how you want it to behave.
Oh,
So, yeah,
okay. So we just have presently two
two
like,
main products.
two
Yes,
main
Roomba
products,
and
right?
Java.
Okay. So what do you think about the third whole new product?
So I think one of them would be one that would be really nice would be um, grass cutting one. So a product or a robot that is able to cut your own grass. So you just leave it on the field and it cuts your grass to a particular height or whatever you want. Right? There are companies that are coming into market, and I think iRobot should start their own branch of it.
Grass cutter.
Yeah, there are companies that are so for example, for a golf field, right? There is a big golf field, and no one
Yeah.
people. It's very annoying to go through the whole golf field to kind of
Yeah.
cut grass, right? So yeah, there are robots that are coming up for doing that. Then one of my friend in India was doing this. He has started a robot that is able to clean sewages as well. So
But like iRobot again is a home specific
oh
company.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, Yeah. Oh, so the grass cutter one, I wasn't thinking specifically to homes. I was thinking
But
of,
like even if you like even like the application is can be applied at a home level, right? At a
yeah,
like
that's
in-house
yes.
at house level.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. What else do you think we can have for uh, iRobot? Uh, I think it could be a really nice equipment carrier. So it helps you get different stuff from different corners of
Home.
uh, your home. Yeah. So
But that's something not feasible, right?
yeah, it is not feasible. I'm not saying it is feasible, but it is something that would be helpful for people. Like
Yeah,
people would,
yeah, it won't replace a bag, right? That what exactly a bag does.
not exactly like a bag. I'm thinking more of like a personal assistant
Yeah,
or
yeah, but what would it do? Like it's Like, do you want it to hold a nail for you while you hammer?
Oh, okay. No, that I think that's very complicated.
Yeah.
No, no. I was thinking more in terms of can you get my charger from there, or can you get my
Yeah, but
uh,
how would it get that charger and put it on its own?
so
Like,
that is something I think very uh, something that some I think that they can manufacture. I don't think that would require that complicated hand gestures. You can just have like a small hook that
yeah,
is.
but how do you define that like this that is a charger or like that? That's what I'm
Oh,
interested in.
that is all complete AI, right? Like
Yeah.
that the robot has to recognize all by itself. But yeah, let's drop that idea.
Let's drop that.
Yeah. Uh,
I think what better would be like making a human-sized robot that actually helps in whatever you want to do. You want to fix a window, it actually helps as a second person holding a window. You want to fix a nail, it holds a nail for you, or it hammers a nail for you, so it's easier for you.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
goes
No, I think that is there. That is definitely. But I think we are still again very far ahead for that kind of technology.
technology, right? Yeah, you won't be you won't be comfortable sharing a roof under a human-sized robot.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Uh,
So grass cutter was a new nice
maybe
one.
maybe something that is a small sized robot that
But
is
what does it do?
yeah, so it is able to clean your desk, it is able to clean your windows, it is able to clean your platform, like kitchen platform, it is able to clean your stuff, like it is a mini sized robot, something like that, but that is able to clean everything uh, around your house, so it can be sticked upon the wall as well, on a window as well,
Yeah,
like
that can
and it cleans
clean
automatically all of that.
windows, fans,
Yeah, platforms and
kitchen
all of that. Small,
platforms.
small things and all. Yeah, the annoying stuff. Yeah, I think that would be fun to have, and I think it would be worth having that. I don't want
Office
to.
desk, one of the
Yeah,
best
office.
thing, right? Every morning.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or maybe like any mini-sized robot that can actually clean and sanitize it
yeah, yeah. With
with the
COVID and
present
all.
COVID thing.
Right.
Okay,
Cool. Yeah, I think those two are pretty good ideas.
yeah.
iRobot should probably hire us.
Okay, moving forward with McDonald's.
McDonald's.
I don't have any clue why you get McDonald's here.
Yeah,
And okay.
I don't know. I don't know about McDonald's. What do you think? What would help McDonald's? I think it's a pretty good company anyway.
Yeah,
But then
I really like their marketing campaign. You saw the new marketing campaign by McDonald's?
I haven't seen no. I mean, they're doing well. Their stock is very high. What can they do to improve? That is the question.
I don't know if you've seen this one.
McDonald's is really good in their marketing campaign.
Yeah, like
They're the most innovative company when it comes to marketing.
not without Canadian farmers. It exactly targeted all the younger generations. It
Okay.
said that we need people, and so we needed individuals and not the experience of it, and something like that. It was like the French fries were in the Oreo cup. It like it's okay, you make mistakes, but you are here to
Oh,
learn.
yeah, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's really nice. I
Yeah,
loved it.
that was really cool, man.
Yeah, that was for hiring young people,
Young
right?
people, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I know. That was really crazy. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, I've seen that.
You seen that? Cool.
Yep.
I can't say anything interesting. But they're always ahead of the curve for in marketing.
Yeah, they are definitely.
Yeah, that's you. Let's just see one if we can figure it out. I just not without Canadian farmers. What does it show? Source from Canada. Ah, nothing serious. Okay, so like, what do you want McDonald's to do now?
See, I don't know what I want them to do. I was thinking maybe it would be difficult for us to think about what they can do. So let's see. So one of the problems with McDonald's is that their brand has really degraded in terms of like
Food?
it's become like one of those cheap companies, right?
Yeah, because like the affordability was their affordability was their main target, right? So they are
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to
no,
like
I think
two burgers for five.
it makes sense,
Yeah.
but maybe trying to keep the prices as they are, but still pushing your image to be, like more. So for that, one of the things you can do is having. I probably think this is not worth, but it's more like you can still try to have your uh, like a McDonald's shop open in posh places, so that it is something that changes their brand image.
Hmm. I think McDonald's already has all the shops in downtown. So
Oh, not in downtown. I was thinking more of terms of skyscrapers.
wherever you take you, there would be a McDonald's nearby, hardly in a miles radius.
No, I mean inside a skyscraper.
Then there would be not many customers. I think the
Oh, no, there
revenue of
will be.
McDonald's way much more different than every other store, right? And that again is a
Yeah.
very
But
whole.
this is again, it's about diversification, right? So what can they do to
Yeah.
uh,
So
bring? So,
how
for
are you?
example, if there was a McDonald's in Burj Khalifa, right?
Yeah.
You
So
know,
that would add to their brand value,
yeah.
right? So that won't be like that won't add anything to their business. It would
But
just
it is
increase their
it
brand
would
value.
add to their business because it is not something that they've done so far, right? It would be a completely different thing where. So if you are there in skyscrapers, you can actually afford to go and date your girlfriend on a skyscraper, right?
Eating a McDonald,
Huh?
eating a McDonald.
Yeah, eating a McDonald's, but maybe having, I don't know, maybe having much more better options over there on the skyscraper. Yeah, but
Oh, it's Burj Khalifa or like what is
yeah, it's right. It's Burj Khalifa. Yeah,
Burj
that's
Khalifa?
yeah. It's a stupid idea, but yeah, it's something you can like. It would be fun. Like it would probably be the only place I can afford on a skyscraper. uh, what else?
It's like it cuts the main problem with McDonald's or any such of product. It actually cuts your options because it's a food-based company or it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
food. Yeah, so you won't able to like add anything to it
Hmm.
because like the fast food is a thing. They already have burgers, sodas, and everything else. So
Yeah. I think they should have a different store of like which is more expensive
yeah, they
for.
started the McCafe thing, right?
Yeah, but that is again inside McDonald's, right?
Yeah, no, no. There were some locations where they had just McCafes. It was
Oh,
just
okay.
for the coffees and cookies
Yes,
and other
that is nice.
shit.
I think that's a nice idea.
Yeah,
But I was thinking more in terms of an expensive burger.
expensive burger, like
Yeah,
authentic gourmet style, right?
yeah, yeah. Like with something like so I have really nice places over here in Chicago that are really delicious. They have really nice burgers. But yeah, McDonald's can get into those kind of sector as well if they want to. And look, burger is like the bread is going to remain the same. Like you don't have to. It's not. That's not where your innovation is going to be. It's more about the content inside your burger. uh, McDonald's does not provide vegan options currently. Um, Maybe if possible. I mean, in India we have vegetarian options, but
Yeah,
in
vegan
US they
options
don't.
is, I think, with McDonald's it can be possible, right?
It can be possible, yes, if they
Yeah,
want,
it
but they
can be
don't do it.
possible. Like, yeah, they don't do at present because, but it can be possible, right? The French fry is a vegan item.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, it is possible, and they can also have, I don't know, like they can have these. So in the expensive category, they can also have these. Uh, what do you call it? Like very healthy snacks, right? Like
Yeah,
very healthy fast food. So it's like it is something that people can have, like while they are after a workout or something like that. They can just come to a McDonald's and have something of that sort, which is cheap and which is healthy as well.
cheap and yeah,
Cheap compared to other ones.
yeah, obviously. But it's healthy because that would be the target, right? So
Yeah,
healthy fast foods.
yeah,
Okay, cool. I think this is enough, right?
yeah. I
For
think
you?
this is. We
Yeah,
came up with something for McDonald's, so
yeah,
that it's.
that's a good start. Uh, I think let's wrap it up. It was a
Yeah.
good